There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails hold their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Labarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Howdy. Welcome to Cryptid Caravan's Truckstop of Terror. It's All Hallows Eve around here, so I figured what better thing to do than tell some ghost stories.
The cold wilderness of Alaska has its fair shares of ghosts roaming around. During the gold rush, the mining town of Kennecott had a railroad that carried the valuable gold and copper down south towards Cordova. Kennecott was a prosperous town for 27 years.
But nothing gold can stay. Soon the town of Kennecott found itself a ghost town, and the railroad, it was replaced by a regular road.
The road was named McCarthy Road, after a nearby town that survived longer than Kennecott, and the whole area was turned into a national park.
And here's where things start getting spooky.
Travelers down MacArthur Road would report seeing tombstones alongside the road. Many believe these were the grave markers of the rail workers who died building the expansive Kennecott Railroad.
But when those same travelers went down that road, the tombstones had all but vanished.
But the strangeness continued when the state of Alaska tried to build housing near the old tracks. Along with the vanishing tombstones, the builders heard the disembodied voices of men and children, and saw phantoms walking in the surrounding forest. The final straw came when tools began disappearing right out of toolboxes.
Wait, I'm allowed to blame ghosts when I lose my tools?
After all this spookiness, the project was abandoned, and the Kennecott area served as another of Alaska's uninhabited areas.
If there's no one around to haunt, does a ghost truly exist? Around 400 miles north of Kennecott, outside of Fairbanks, lies the town of Chattanooga, and another abandoned relic from the gold industry resides there.
The Chattanooga Gold Dredge No. 3 was a mammoth dredge platform that operated from 1928 to 1959. It sat empty since then, and they had a real bad day last year when the dredge caught fire and destroying a lot of the historic structure.
But that didn't stop them from haunting this wreck.
People staying at the Chattanooga Lodge across the street report seeing ghostly miners on the roof and hearing sounds coming from the main production room. When they take photos, the spirits appear as only glowing orbs. Along with the miners is the ghost of an unfaithful husband. A story holds that in the 70s, a man was having an extramarital affair. Well, when his wife's 5 brothers learned about this, they jumped into action and hunted him down.
Same thing happened when my sister started dating. Don't you go poking around the Cumberland River.
They chased him down, cornering him at the gold dredge. It's here they murdered him. Tales differ on whether it was on purpose or accidental. In a panic, they dropped the body in the waters of the reclamation pit, where it would stay hidden for 5 years.
And so his restless spirit was added to the others that haunt that place.
There are mumbled words that seem to emanate from the water, and the doors on the dredge open and slam shut without any prompt.
But not every gold rush town was abandoned after the miners left. The town of Skagway still has a population of 1,000 that thrives on.
Though it caters more to tourists than miners today, there is still a citizen from the 1890s wandering around a local hotel. On the third floor of the Golden North, the spirit of a young lady can be seen wandering the hallways.
But she is spoken for, my ghostly compatriots.
The girl, known as Mary, has been waiting there since 1898 for her prospector fiancé to return from the gold fields. But her Klondike Ike never returned. She would die there in room 23, either from pneumonia or heartbreak. Now hotel visitors report seeing Scary Mary stalking the halls in her wedding gown, waiting for her fiancé to return.
Or for Lifetime to make a movie about her.
When she's not visible, guests report waking in the night with the feeling of being choked, or hearing ghostly wails. And a floor below, in room 14, there are mysterious sparkling lights, though they don't seem to have any connection to Scary Mary.
Or anything, really.
The Golden North doesn't operate as a hotel anymore, so the ghost of Scary Mary is left to wander in silence.
There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. And the Arctic trails hold a secret tale that would make your blood run cold.
When it's springtime in Alaska, I'll be 6 feet below.